It takes 250 hours to handcraft the Lexus Melbourne Cup. From Australian gold, millions of years in the making, with centuries-old skills passed from master to apprentice.
A beautiful day in Sydney, a top of 18 degrees, and coming up, we talk Lexus Melbourne Cup. Not too far away. What a race it will be this year.
Coffee up for Sparrow. Morning, Sparrow.
Thanks, Harvey. Today is the day to start to spin the Lexus Melbourne Cup. You ready for that?
Of course, man.
Okay.
Sparrow's my mentor and a master spinner. So what's a spinner? A spinner is a master craftsman who works and shapes a precious bit of metal into a masterpiece. And Sparrow is the best there is. And for me, it's an honor to learn from him how to spin the Lexus Melbourne Cup. So what I didn't realize was that first, there was a rite of passage.
Before we get started, you need to know where the gold's going to come from. Okay, so you're going to need this.
Coming up to Evolution Cow Gold Mine, around 500 kilometres west of Sydney on Wiradjuri land. There'd be no Lexus Melbourne Cup without this place.
Everything here is big. I mean, really big.
Welcome to the Cowley 42 open pit. The first gold poured at the Cow mine site was in 2006. Currently, we're running 21 haul trucks, pulling just over 20 million tonnes of rock out of the ground a year. We're a 24/7 operation, so we're running day and night. We've got about roughly 800 people working on site, including all of our contract partners.
What's the funnest part of working here?
Blasting, it never gets old. You want the honours today?
So, Shav, we're down here on the bottom of the pit, and this is your handiwork. This is how the ore comes out of these shots. And you can see some gold just here.
So does that mean that gold comes out of every one of these rocks here?
That'd be nice.
So what happens now with this pile of rocks?
We've determined what ore is in this shot, so next the diggers come in, they load those big trucks, and they head on out.
It's incredible to think that the gold for the next Lexus Melbourne Cup is in the back of these massive trucks. Casey is one of the truck operators.
So Casey, everything out here is massive, including a truck. What's it like to drive one of these things?
It's good fun. It's really good fun. And everything is built bigger to accommodate the size of the truck, so we're the biggest thing out here. It's pretty cool to think that the gold that I've hauled on the back of my truck from the pit could make the most famous, beautiful cup that stops the nation.
Those rocks are then crushed and refined in a process that takes between 7 and 9 days. And at the end of this production, the gold that is extracted is then melted and poured into doré bars.
Here you go, Shab. Here's the next Lexus Melbourne Cup.
Thank you.
Chevier, welcome to Flemington, home of the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Nice suit.
Thank you very much.
Flemington Racecourse is almost as old as Melbourne itself. The first Melbourne Cup was run in 1861. It is our greatest race. It's the race that stops a nation.
What's it like on Cup Day, Joe?
It's madness, a party like no other. The birdcage is rocking with international celebrities. The world is watching. The horses look absolutely magnificent. And then there's that cup that always takes centre stage. Its shape and design has remained unchanged for more than a century. A loving cup with 3 distinct handles, handcrafted to perfection. And so it is today. The hands of a few crafting a cup that means so much to so many. For the Victoria Racing Club, this cup stands as a symbol of tradition and excellence. It takes greatness to create and greatness to win.
Now, the greatest of them all, the Melbourne Cup.
The Doré bar, when we get it's pretty rough and ready, so we actually remelt it to make sure it's perfectly mixed. Goes to the furnace, it's put in the furnace and it's melted up to around about 1150 to 1200 degrees centigrade. We upgrade it from 60 to 70% purity up to around 99.5%. To make the Melbourne Cup, the 99.5% gold purity isn't good enough. We've got to get it to 99.99% purity, which is brilliant quality. One more step away from Jarve and Sparrow getting their hands on to weave their magic to make the cup, so we're handing it to Ben to make some 18-carat plate.
We get the gold in granule form, and this is how it arrives to us. The metal's continuous cast and comes out in a slab. It then goes through a milling machine which takes any oxide off the surface and exposes the gold in its form and correct colour. Out of the milling machine, it's 12 millimetres thick. We need to get it down to 1.1 millimetre. To get it down to that precise measurement will take about 3 to 4 days. When we do the final pass, the metal has to be the exact thickness so that the metal we supply is the exact weight it needs to be for the Melbourne Cup. 1.1, all yours.
Come in, spinner.
Now we're talking. Just to spin the bowl of this cup takes about 3 days. And the bloody race is over in 3 minutes. It's a national treasure. Don't bugger it up. That's it, you just had it. You got it. That's good. Well done, mate. Your first Melbourne Cup. Time to pass it on to the guys down there to finish it off.
Our silver and goldsmiths are incredible craftsmen and women. Filing, soldering, shaping, and polishing. The attention to detail is next level.
Well, it takes over 250 hours to make the Melbourne Cup. My team has the cup for around 3 weeks. Although from the outside it looks very simple, essentially it's actually quite a complex design. The Melbourne Cup's an iconic trophy. It's also really exciting to be part of history.
then we get to put the masterpiece together.
Straight.
Yeah. Well done, mate. Fantastic work. Yeah, very good. Looks great.
This cup is the People's Cup. It's amazing to think our work will now tour Australia and the world as it makes its way to Flemington. Now I understand the how and the why. It's taken months of work and hundreds of people to make this cup.
Well done, Chav. You've helped make your first Lexus Melbourne Cup.
And your ninth, Sparrow?
The master spinner and the master to be. The magic of the cup lives on.
What a privilege.